Have you ever imagined living in a place where it never rains? Sounds impossible, doesn't it? After all, rain is such an essential part of our lives that the mere idea of a city without a single drop falling from the sky feels like something out of this world. But what if I told you that such a place exists? In the heart of the Middle East, there is a village so unique that it seems to defy the laws of nature. There, the sound of raindrops hitting the roof is never heard. Residents never rush for cover from storms, and umbrellas are completely unnecessary. The sky above this village holds a secret that has puzzled locals, visitors, and even scientists. Why is it that here, and only here, the rain never falls? What makes this even more mysterious is the surrounding landscape. This village isn't in the middle of a dry desert or a region with extreme weather. On the contrary, it's surrounded by a spectacular scene of mountains, clouds, and lush vegetation. And yet, something prevents the clouds from shedding their precious drops over the place. Could it be a rare natural phenomenon? Some invisible barrier created by the terrain itself? Or is there an even more surprising explanation? Throughout this video, you will uncover the secrets behind this mysterious village. We'll delve into the history, the science, and the intricate details that make this place so fascinating. Stay until the end so you don't miss a single revelation. Meanwhile, don't forget to support our channel to keep exploring unique stories like this one. Subscribe now, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell to never miss an intriguing curiosity about the world around us. So, are you ready to uncover the mystery of the village where it never rains? Stay with me, because what we're about to reveal might completely change the way you see our planet. Imagine a village perched so high in the mountains that, at dawn, it seems to float above a sea of clouds. This is Al-Hatib in Yemen, a place that feels like it was pulled straight out of a fairy tale. Its ancient stone structures, as old as time itself, are nestled on cliffs that seem to touch the sky. The locals call it the village above the clouds, and for good reason. But Al-Hatib has something that no other village in the world can claim. It never rains here, while clouds gather below, forming a white carpet over the valley. The mountain's summit remains dry, day after day, year after year. Naturally, this raises an immediate question. How is this even possible? Could it be something about the shape of the mountains that blocks the rain? Or perhaps it's the region's unique climate that creates this unusual phenomenon. The most fascinating part is that, despite the lack of rain, Al-Hatib is not a barren place. Quite the opposite. The villagers have turned the mountain's summit into a lush, green landscape, growing crops and living in harmony with nature. How do they do it? That's a question we'll explore further ahead. In the meantime, imagine what it would be like to live in a place like this. No umbrellas, no sudden storms, no sound of rain on the roof. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But for the people of Al-Hatib, this is just an ordinary part of life. Curious to find out what truly makes this place so unique? Stay tuned. There are still many secrets to uncover about this incredible village. Al-Hatib seems to defy the rules of nature. How can a village be surrounded by clouds almost constantly, yet never see a drop of rain? To understand this mystery, we need to dive into the region's geography and climate. Perched over 3,000 meters above sea level, high in the Haraz Mountains, Al-Hatib sits above the layer where clouds typically form, while the clouds gather in the valley below, creating a breathtaking spectacle. They rarely have the strength to rise further and reach the village. It's as if nature has drawn an invisible line, saying, "This is where the clouds stop." But that's just part of the explanation. The unique geography of the region plays a crucial role. Winds blowing in from the Red Sea carry moisture, but the Haraz Mountains act as a natural barrier, forcing the air to rise. As this happens, the moisture condenses and forms clouds. Yet instead of unleashing rain, these clouds remain trapped in the valleys, unable to ascend to Al-Hatib's altitude. It's fascinating to think that a place can exist above what most of us consider inevitable, rain. But this also raises another intriguing question. How do the residents of Al-Hatib survive without rainfall? The answer lies in centuries of tradition and ingenuity. And if you find all of this impressive, just wait until you discover how this village is a living example of human adaptation. Before we unveil more secrets, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. You won't want to miss what's coming next. In many places, rain is synonymous with life. But in Al-Hatib, the residents have discovered a unique way to thrive without it. This is one of the most fascinating aspects of the village. How an entire community can survive in a place where rain never touches the ground. The answer lies in the ingenious use of available resources. First, the villagers have mastered the art of capturing and storing moisture from the clouds. While these clouds never turn into rain, they are dense enough to envelop the village in mist. In the past, families used fabrics and rudimentary systems to collect water from the fog, an ancient technique that continues to inspire modern innovations. Another vital element is the village's architecture. The stone houses of Al-Hatib are strategically positioned to maximize the mountainous topography. Their design keeps the interiors cool, even under the intense desert sun. But what stands out the most are the agricultural terraces that surround the village. These terraces not only prevent soil erosion, but also capture moisture from the mist and dew, allowing the villagers to grow crops in seemingly impossible conditions. And there's more. The inhabitants of Al-Hatib also benefit from underground springs that emerge from the Haraz Mountains. These springs, fed by aquifers formed at lower altitudes, ensure the village has access to potable water, even without rainfall. Imagine living in such an isolated place, yet witnessing such incredible human ingenuity. What else does Al-Hatib have to teach us about resilience? Stay tuned to find out how this deep connection to their environment shapes the culture and daily lives of its residents. If this story intrigues you as much as it does us, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Living in Al-Hatib is like dwelling in a kingdom in the sky. Every morning, the villagers wake up to a sea of white clouds stretching below their feet, creating a breathtaking landscape. It's almost as if the village floats, disconnected from the world below. But what truly enchants are the stories and traditions this peculiar way of life has inspired over centuries. Imagine growing up in a place where rain never falls, yet the moisture from the clouds saturates the air. The children of Al-Hatib learn early to see nature as an ally. Every passing mist isn't just a natural phenomenon, it's a promise of life. The elders share tales about how the mountains were blessed with this unique location and how the village became a sanctuary above the storms. This special connection is also reflected in the community's way of life. The villagers come together to tend the agricultural terraces, celebrate modest harvests, and share meals that are simple yet deeply meaningful. Local dishes, often made with grains and vegetables grown in the region, are spiced with flavors reminiscent of Yemen's historic trade routes. But the most striking thing about Al-Hatib is the harmony between humans and their environment. For instance, agricultural practices are designed to preserve natural resources. Families recycle almost everything, treating the land as a precious inheritance to be passed on to future generations. It's no wonder the village has stood the test of time, even under conditions that many of us would find unimaginable. Can you picture living in such a unique place, where every detail of daily life is shaped by its magical location? But wait, there's still a surprising mystery about Al-Hatib that might completely change how you see this village. Stay with us to uncover it. How has Al-Hatib, a village perched in such a remote and seemingly inhospitable location, managed to thrive over the centuries? This question puzzles even experts. The answer lies deeply rooted in the ingenuity of its people and the delicate balance they maintain with their environment. To begin with, Al-Hatib's agricultural terraces are a true masterpiece. Handcrafted over generations, these terraces maximize the use of the land and capture as much moisture as possible from passing clouds. But there's more. The villagers employ an ancient irrigation system that collects water from the mist, a resource that would be unimaginable on ordinary terrain. It's as if the village has tamed the clouds themselves to sustain their existence. The residents also exercise extreme care in what they consume and produce. Every piece of food, every grain, is treated as a valuable asset. Nothing goes to waste. They use composting techniques to enrich the soil and ensure that their resources are renewable. This philosophy of sustainability isn't just practical, it's almost sacred. However, life in Al-Hatib is not without challenges. Modern issues, such as climate change, are altering humidity patterns and may directly impact the village's delicate relationship with the clouds. Additionally, growing urbanization in Yemen is tempting some younger residents to leave the village in search of opportunities in the cities. Even so, Al-Hatib's resilience is nothing short of inspiring. It serves as a reminder that, with creativity and respect for nature, it's possible to build a rich and meaningful life even in the most unlikely places. And now that we've reached the end of this journey, one question remains. What can we learn from Al-Hatib? Could we apply some of these principles in our own lives to live in greater harmony with the world around us? If this story inspired you, share in the comments what impressed you the most. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming adventures. Who knows which extraordinary place awaits discovery next? Turn on the notifications for the next Uncoverist video.